Did you know that in a medical malpractice case in New York, there is no finding or requirement by the jury to determine whether or not the doctor or hospital staff is guilty? There's no such thing here in New York. You want to know why? Come join me for a moment as I show you exactly why. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury attorney, and in these civil lawsuits involving claims of negligence, claims of carelessness, when a jury gives a verdict, when they reach their verdict, there is no issue for them to determine whether or not the doctor or hospital staff was guilty. The guilty verdict only applies in a criminal case. However, in these accident cases, in these medical malpractice cases, in these wrongful death civil lawsuits, these are not criminal matters. And so we have in our minds the perception that when a case goes to trial and now a jury reaches a verdict, there's either guilt or innocence. Well, no, that's not true. That only happens in criminal cases. These are civil lawsuits where an injured victim is seeking money. They're seeking compensation for all the harms and losses and injuries they suffered. So really, when the jury is asked to reach a verdict, what are they asked to do? They're going to answer a series of questions. We call them jury interrogatories. And really, they are questions designed to determine whether or not this person that you have sued is legally responsible for your injuries. And if they are, now they are going to be compelled to pay to compensate you, the injured victim, for all the harms and losses and injuries that they suffered. So for example, in these medical malpractice cases, the jury is going to be asked, was the defendant negligent? Was the doctor careless? Did he violate the basic standards of medical care? Either yes or no. If the answer is no, case is over, victim gets nothing. If the answer is yes, now the jury has to answer another question. Was that carelessness? Was it a cause of your injury? If the answer is no, that's it, case is over. The injured victim gets nothing. If the answer is yes, now they'll go on to answer the next question, which is how much compensation the injured victim is to receive. And that's a topic for another series of videos. But there's no guilt or innocence in these civil lawsuits. So why do I share this great information with you? I share it with you just to clarify an issue that comes up from time to time where people think, hey, if a case goes to trial, the doctor must be guilty of doing some malpractice. That's not the right terminology. Instead, was the doctor careless? Did he violate the basic standards of medical care? You know, I realize you're watching this video because you have questions or concerns about your own matter. Well, if your matter did happen here in New York and you have not yet started a lawsuit and have questions that need to be answered first, what I invite you to do is pick up the phone and call me. I can answer your questions. You know, I answer questions like yours every single day, and I'd love to chat with you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, Gerry, at oginski-law.com. That's it for today's video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a wonderful day.